Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Devils and the Chargers. And with that, I want to welcome everybody into another edition of the Winter 25 Battle Court season. I am Andrew Bleckman, joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you this matchup today between the Chargers and the Devils. How you doing tonight, Stu?
Very well, Andrew. Thank you.
Yes, we got a 3 singles and 3 doubles slate. Let's take a look at those standings, though, before we get started. Chargers made a little move after their win on Friday night. They move up in the standings to solo second place, 5 points, just ahead of the Devils and Renegades, who are tied for third place. See the top 4 teams that would qualify for the playoffs at the moment, but we still got about half of our regular season to go here. We'll get started with, as we said, 3 doubles matches in a row. 5th division, 1st division, then 6th division, then 3 singles matches. So we get started with Fronton and CRB for the Devils against the team. That will be Williams and Arta for the Chargers. So again, El Barba is out today. Jairo is out as well. So Jairo scratches will be replaced by Fronton for the Devils, and El Barba's scratch will be handled by Williams coming up from the taxi squad. So you'll see Williams in our first match today. And actually, he's going to stick here in the backcourt. Arta's played up in the front for most of this season. You got this Fronton and CRB team starting to figure some things out. Now with a record of 1-3 coming off their only win this season. Arta and El Barba this year only 1-5, so the fewest wins of any team in Division 5. Got Williams subbing today, see how he can do filling in this first match.
We're ready to begin our first match of the day. Fronton will have the serve for the Devils. There's the serve. We begin. Fronton on the catch. Here's the backhand from the 7 line. Rotate forehand by Fronton. CRB, backhand from the 11. Took off, hit the overhead screen. First point of this match goes to Williams and Arta. The Chargers.
It just seems like a control issue early on there for CRB. He's been picking it up here in the backcourt in terms of his catching, also limiting those unforced errors. But in a matchup like this, I got the sub coming in. Got to keep the ball in play and let the other team make those mistakes.
There's a backhand by CRB. Catch by Williams.
And again, some conversation here as to the scratch here of Williams, whether he can go in the front or the back. The Chargers elected to put him into the backcourt. So we're just getting word here officially from the league as to whether Williams will have to be in the front. So it looks like that will be the case. So William will be in the front court. He will handle the serving responsibilities. Arta will move to the back here. And we will continue on.
Let's continue. Williams serves. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Arta gets out there, makes the 2-all. Ferranda's in there. His 2-all caught the pad. The pad is bad. 3 points for Williams and Arta. Williams serves.
Well, he got Ferranda up there in that matchup against Williams. He's going to try to be aggressive, and he's going to go for it. You know, he's picked the serve, didn't do anything with it, and then the next opportunity goes for a 2-all, catches the top part of the pad.
Fault, over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Ferranda from the forehand. Rebote, 2-all.
Oh, he went for it.
Beautifully executed by Arta.
Oh.
Ferranda's forehand caught. The metal just outside. Four points for Williams and Arta. Williams serves.
Yeah, any part of the banner there that says battle court is out of play, you have to hit the front wall. Any metal that you miss to the outside of that, or any metal around the entire building is pretty much out of play. 4 straight. What a start here with the sub coming in off the taxi squad. Williams playing well, and Arta 2 back behind him.
Backhand by CRB. Here's the backhand.
And another one.
5 points. Possible set for Williams and Arta.
Bote dropping low. You know, Ferranda's the leader of this team. He's going to call CRB off, but we've seen in some other divisions when you have a stronger player up in the front, sometimes they let difficult rebotes come back out, and really just not much you can do with that except continue the rally.
Hard serve by Williams. Here's CRB. Arta makes the catch. Backhand 2-all will score. Point and set for Williams and Arta. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out, play our next set.
Perfect set to get the game day started with a player coming up off the taxi squad. Williams subbing in for El Barba today. Joining us a little bit later on, there were a couple changes today. Williams subbing for El Barba for the Chargers, and Ferranda will be substituting for Jairo for the Devils today. So 2 players out, 1 on each team, and Williams stepping up and stepping in pretty nicely here. Tough catch there by Arta on the inside. There's the backhand 2-all. You see just sneaks under his cesta. I got him, I believe it was the 5th point there, and then close it out. 6 straight points to get the game day started. 3 singles and 3 doubles today, so the doubles will play all 3 doubles first. So after this, we'll see Ferranda and Nicholas against Zuleika and Ubia. Again, Ferranda will be subbing for Jairo there. Then we'll have CRB and Kubala against El Barba and Gallo. So Williams will be subbing. That'll be Williams and Gallo. Then 3 singles matches. First, Nicholas against Zuleika. Then Benny against Iturbide. And our finale will be Ferranda substituting for Jairo against Ubia. So this will be the 6 matches in order tonight, starting here with Division 5 doubles, Ferranda and CRB against Williams and Arta. And they won the first set, straight points. Arta coming off of a player of the day performance last time out for the Chargers this past Friday night. And that was coming off of injury. So we haven't seen a whole lot of Arta. Didn't know how he was going to fare, but he stepped in there nicely. Didn't really seem to be bothered. A couple rebotes, you know, playing those off the back wall maybe seemed to bother him a little bit, but the catching was solid. Great play, focused all day long, and the Chargers picked up a big game day win. Looking to make it 2 in a row here over the Devils tonight. Williams Williams and Arta, excuse me, won the first set 6-0. Set 2, ready to begin here.
Ready to begin our second set. Fronda has the serve for the Devils. Excellent serve by Fronda will score. Fronda and CRB on the board first for the Devils. Fronda serves.
You see Arta going up to Williams and talking through something. And something happened on that serve. It was a pretty darn good one, crossing deep into the backcourt.
Catch by Arta. There's the backhand. Fronda from the 9 line. He goes deep. Robote coming out. Rote dying, saved by Williams. Here's CRB. Scoop attempt tip. 2 points for Fronda and CRB. Fronda serves.
Yeah, I expect to see the Devils play Williams a little bit more in this second set. I mean, it got away from him quickly. Weren't pretty long rallies there in that first point either. So get it to him, attack, and see what you can do. That's 2 straight to get this one started.
CRB with the tip ball in the backcourt. Williams and Arta of the Chargers are on the board with the point. Williams has the serve.
And that is just a bullet there, coming right on the sidewall, low and hard. If Arta can find that spot consistently, that's going to give CRB trouble.
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. Here's a backhand by CRB. Caught by Arta. Forehand from the 12 line. Arta moves in. Powerful backhand follows. Good catch and return by CRB there on the left side. Here's Arta. Fronda gets in there. Fronda losing his footing. This ball is still in play. CRB has it on the forehand. Arta calls for the rotate. Catch by CRB. Backhand by CRB, powerfully thrown. Robote forehand by Arta. CRB advances, takes it in the air. Quick release to the inside. Here's Arta. Arta with the backhand from the 10 line. CRB from the 12. Arta's there. Excellent catch by CRB on the bounce, right up the middle. Arta makes the catch. Low and hard and caught by CRB. Karen by CRB. Stopped by Williams. CRB now from the 11 line to the inside. Two all.
Out.
3 points for Fronda and CRB of the Devils. Fronda has the serve.
A tremendous rally here in this Division 5 match to get us started. All 4 players involved early and making pretty significant plays. And Arta's going to be aggressive in this division. That's one of the reasons why he moved up to the front court to control play a little more. He's still going to shoot it from the back. Just pushed it a little wide on that 2-ball.
Beautiful catch by Artov. An excellent serve by Fronda. Robote on the wall. Fronda makes a save with a light touch. Williams gets in there. Great catch, big backhand. Arta at the 9 line, great snag on the left side. Missed Rebote, 4 points for Fronton and CRB. Fronton serves.
We've seen, the Rebotes seem to give him the most discomfort, and looks like he's got some padding under there, and he's going to remove it. And you see that, a lot of times in other sports, a player comes in, particularly sometimes you wear a face mask and it's uncomfortable for you and it takes you out of your game. Players say, heck with it, He's got a couple points in Arta. Tough player. He's going to hang in there and keep giving it his all.
Backhand by Arta. CRB, nice snag overhead. Rebote forehand. Big bounce. Brought down by Arta. Here's the backhand. Here's the backhand by Ferrando. Rebote coming out. Beautiful rebote by Williams straight to the inside. CRB's there. Ferrando calls for rebote, makes the save. Ball tipped. 5 points, possible set point for Ferrando and the CRB.
Trying to make the play up there, and Arta just going to keep encouraging him from the back. But you see what happens here now in this second set. We've seen a couple longer rallies, and pretty much all of them have gone the way of the Devils. I mean, 2 of the more consistent catchers here in terms of the rankings, the percentages, every way you slice it. The longer the rally goes on, the better it is for Ferrando and CRB. The chance to push this to a third set.
Williams hard to the inside, and he scores. 2 points for Williams and Arta of the Chargers. Williams serves.
Yeah, the costado coming from Williams. That's pretty well thrown. He doesn't give you many, but keeps it close to the sidewall. A little bit of a different spin for CRB, and just couldn't secure it.
Hard serve by Williams. Backhand by CRB. Here's Arta. Excellent catch by CRB. Forehand from the 12 line. Rebote by Arta. Cut off by Ferrando. Backhand from the 7 line. Right to the corner. Difficult rebote. Not played. Point and set to Ferrando and CRB of the Devils. Split sets. Third set coming up 2 minutes.
Well, first match of the day will take us into a third and decisive set. Nice comeback by Ferrando and CRB. Similar to the trajectory of their season. I mean, a slow start for this Ferrando and CRB team, but they've only played 4 matches of their 10 in the regular season. This is their 5th, so if they can win a majority of their matches coming down the stretch, they could finish at or above 500, which would be pretty good given the 0-3 start that this team began with. Yeah, first win coming up last time out for Ferrando and CRB. That was against Correa and Julin of the Warriors. How many times have you seen this? A team wins the first set 6-0, and then the other team comes back and wins set number 2 pretty handily the other way. One thing we mentioned, you see the standings. As close as they've been at the halfway point of any season, the draft certainly helped create a little parity across the league, and you're starting to see the results of that across the entire season. Good competitive play, a lot of 3-set matches, and even when players coming in off the taxi squad, we've seen Juice win a couple, play well. Joseph win a couple, play well. Williams has stepped in. So when you get these players in and get their opportunity, they're eager to show what they're capable of. And Joseph's done it, and Williams here with a chance in this third set. We'll see what they can do coming out here in just about 20 seconds. And you saw just more conservative play across the board for the Devils. And Fronton not throwing nearly as many shots, play the ball to the inside, pass Arta, force Williams to rebote, just whatever you have to do. Don't get Arta the ball and extend the rally. Perfectly executed in a 6-2 set win. We got our third set starting up right now.
Ready to begin our third and final set. Williams will have the serve for the Chargers. Here's the backhand by CRB, catch by Arta. Arta hard to the inside, a rebote forehand up high. Beautiful catch by Arta at the 10 line. Ferrand on the catch. Arta, beautiful stop there at the 9 line, big backhand. Here's Arta from the 8 line. Rebote, forehand by Ferrand.
Tough one.
Good effort by Williams. First point of the third set goes to Ferrand and CRB.
Yeah, Williams going for the high scoop up there. Actually looked like he controlled it for a second, but then getting the throw off and to have enough power to reach the front wall is just another story. Now, he's a right-sided player. Doesn't get in there and make those left-sided scoops all too often.
Catch by Arta. Here's the backhand from the 11. CRB. What a catch by CRB off the hop. Arta's there, backhand from the 10. Two all, stop. Here's the backhand by CRB. Scoop by Arta. Arta again. Costello 2-all, stopped by Ferrand. Ferrand passing. Rebote to the outside. That would have been an illegal change of motion, but good effort. 2 points for Ferrand and CRB. Ferrand serves.
Yeah, Ferrand went for that high 3-wall play. I mean, the intent is you get it to hit off the back wall and really open up to the outside. He didn't quite get it the way he wanted to, but sometimes, those poorly thrown shots end up working out. Arta took off where the 3-wall typically opens up. No way you can get the throw off from there.
The ace scores for Ferrand. 3 points for Ferrand and CRB.
Tough catch.
Backhand by CRB. Arta, tip ball. 4 points for Ferrand and CRB. Ferrand has the serve.
Yeah, really good shot, especially in this division. Some other divisions, the front quarter may step up and take that ball in the air, but here it leaves Arta backing up, trying to scoop one up right at his feet. It's not easy to handle consistently.
Beautiful catch by Arta. Here's the backhand. Rebote to the forehand of Williams. Outside placement, stopped by CRB. CRB with the carom. Williams missed it. 5 points for for Fronton and CRB. Possible match point.
How about the defense there by CRB, reading the outside placement, making the catch, navigating around the screen, and then throwing a winning shot from the outside. High bounce carom, not easy to handle. 5 straight. Want to come back for the Devils, looking for the first win of the game day.
Gustavo, stopped by Fronton. Fronton's carom, stopped by Williams. Here's the catch by CRB. Catch by Arta. Fronton backhand from the 9 line. On the walls. Ball dropped. That's a point for Williams and Arta. Williams has the serve.
And another life for the Chargers. See what they can do with this opportunity. An uphill battle here for sure, but Arta's 2-all. He's got a lot of shots. He's seen crazier things.
CRB on the backhand of the inside. Arts is there. Fronton, backhand from the 9. Fronton, excellent catch the 9 line. Here's the backhand. Gustavo by Arta scores.
Another one. There it is.
2 points for Williams and Arta of the Chargers in the 3rd set. Williams serves.
And see if Arta can get it going. One of the most lethal 2-alls on the roster when he's on. Doesn't matter where he is on the court, he'll throw it.
Excellent catch by CRB. Hard backhand. Ball tipped. Points set and match for Fronton and CRB. Winning in the 3rd set, 6-2.
Chargers come back, win the final 2 sets, 6-2, 6-2. Sorry, the Devils rather win the final 2 sets. They get on the board first. Fronton and CRB now back-to-back wins. You see that game day score in the bottom left, reflecting that one win by the Devils.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
We'll take a look at that game day score here, reflecting that first win by the Devils. That was Fronton and CRB. Devils without Jairo today. Chargers without El Barba. Devils have moved their way up the standings and look to continue that today. So far, so good. First win of the game day. We're going to hear from our winners, Fronton and CRB. Congratulations, guys, in the win column for the 2nd time in a row. First set 6-0 the other way, then you guys came back and won the next 2 pretty decisively. What was the key to turning things around?
Wake up.
Yeah.
We're both sleeping.
Yeah, I think with changing the position, we were like distracted, no?
Yeah, well, you guys did just that, came back and won an important match. Congratulations on the first win of the game day.
Thank you. Go Devils.
Coming up next, top division doubles match. We have Fronton coming right back out in this next match with Nicholas behind him, and they'll take on Zuleika and Ubia. And this Fronton, this Jairo and Nicholas team so far this season is 0-4. So number 1 double spot for the Devils is winless. Fronton stepping in for Jairo. See if that can change things today. Flipping over to the Chargers side of things. Zulaika and Ubia, great start. They won their first 2 matches, but since that point, they've dropped 4 in a row. They're just 2-4 overall. As Fronton's coming out here for back-to-back matches. And that's not going to be the end of his day. He'll be coming out in the finale. Fronton will take on Ubia in our final singles match. Again, subbing for Jairo there. So get a couple extra throws in, give Fronton an extra minute to catch his breath, and we'll get this next match started. Division 1 doubles. First matchup this season between the Devils and the Chargers, and we haven't seen any of these doubles matches before. Zulaika in singles this year has been great. I mean, still undefeated at 5-0, but the doubles just gotten away from him after a strong start. Clock's down, quadruple zeros. Let's begin match number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our second match of the game day, top division doubles. Fronton Nicholas serving to Zulaika and Ubia. Here's a serve by Fronton. We begin our second match. Hard backhand by Ubia. That clears the overhead screen for Fronton. Rabote back into the corner, pulled in by Ubia. Fronton stops it overhead, backhand to the inside along the wall. Ubia grabs it. Nicholas sends this one deep, clearing that screen. Rabote for Zulaika. Powered up the middle. Nicholas runs under it. Ubia from the 10 line, hard to the inside. Tough pickup by Nicholas again. Nicholas from the 10, a little bit harder. Ubia reaches, not gonna get that one. There's a Rabote played by Zulaika, cut off. Here's Nicholas. Tough catch lined up off the sidewall. This one dropping. Fronton reaches in, cuts it off. Backhand clears. Here's the Rabote. Back to Zulaika. He sends it deep. Backhand from the 12 line. Nicholas steps up, reads it, sends it high back into the corner, right to Ubia. Oh, Ubia got to that one low on the left side before it bounced, sends it back to Nicholas, waiting at the 13. Nicholas steps up from the 11 line to the inside, right back to Ubia. Nicholas gonna go up for it again, another backhand. Right on the wall, pulled in by Zulaika. Ubia from the backcourt, plays it along the wall. Nicholas steps up, powerful return. Zulaika, foot on the wall, he comes down with the ball. Ubia, oh, Fronton, what a catch right off the sidewall. Ubia comes away with it in the backcourt. Fronton again with that backhand inside. Ubia's right there. Sends it deep. Not past Nicholas though. Handles off the wall. Oh, he can behind this one. It's coming out close to the wall. Fronton pushed it up the middle. Zulaika looking to attack. Whips it low and hard. Cut off in the air by Nicholas. Great positioning. Our backhand follows. Zulaika off his footing. Sends it. That clears. Fronton just going to get out there. Zulaika picks it up on the bounce. Forehand. There's a drop shot. Oh, Fronton got it. His drop shot return. Not enough. Zulaika now to the outside where it will score. A well-played first point. That goes to the Chargers.
Tremendous effort by all 4 players. Drawback of playing back-to-back is you run the risk of playing 65 straight points, which in Jai-Alai is a lot. I think in any sport it's a lot, 65 points. But benefit is Ferrando's warmed up from that first match.
Moves to this one, gets there, but a little too high on the return. And Zulaika straight to the outside, just in and scoring. Ubia pulls it in along the wall, backhand, caught by Nicholas. Ubia to the inside, backhand just above the pad. Nicholas gonna run around that one and scoops it up. Tough play by Ubia right along the wall. There's a backhand. Nicholas leaping catch back at the 13. Zulaika, Costado high to the inside. Nicholas picks it up on the bounce, backhand. Robote coming out. Robote forehand, powered up the middle, cut off on the left side of Nicholas. Ubi again, this time for the 10 line. Low runner, Nicholas all alone, and he scoops it up. Backhand two wall. Not enough, but it does score. Missed on the outside by Zulaika. That's a point for the Devils, and we're tied up.
Any slow motion replay of that will show you exactly what happens. Player sees that he has it lined up fairly easily on either the right side or left side, and at the last second, takes his eye off the ball. Off the frame it goes.
Fault under serve. First fault, second serve coming up. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Second serve is good. Ubia powers the backhand, cut off in the air by Nicholas. Hard to the inside. Here's Ubia. Nicholas floats it up. Ubia thought about it, lets it pass. There's Zulaika on the rebote. Dropping, Nicholas steps up, sends it high into the corner. Ubia comes flying back to make the catch. Cut off overhead by Ferranda. Low and hard. The Cortada will score. Missed off the side wall. That's 2 points in the lead for the Devils.
It's a near perfectly thrown Cortada by Ferranda. Low, just above the pad, cutting right back to the side wall. Setting up a particularly difficult catch for Zulaika.
Ubia's got this one with the left side. Sends it high and hard. It kicks off the sidewall. Ferranda plays it inside, right to Ubia. Tough play in the corner by Ubia. Comes out on the left side, passing. There's the rebote, high off the front wall, cut off by Zulaika. Backhand for the 9. Taken in by Nicholas now. Forehand rebote, that's launched. All he can behind it. Ferranda just gets out there, puts it up the middle. Ubia now winds up the forehand. Over everybody's head, and Ferranda makes the catch on the inside. Ubia another chance. Here's the backhand. Low bullet. This one dropping. Nicholas ducks out of the way. Ferranda with a diving save. It's floating on the wall. Ubia gets up there. Backhand above the pad. What a bullet. What a save on the back end. Ball's in play. Zulaika to the inside. Little splitter. Another one saved by Nicholas. Bullet just above the pad. One-handed catch by Ferranda. He sends it deep. Ubia not going to get there. Zulaika all alone. Rebote clears. Catch overhead by Nicholas. What a grab. No look. Back inside. Dropping Nicholas from the 12. Puts it on the wall. Zulaika handles. Nicholas just beyond the 11 line. This one dropping inside. Ubia comes away with it. Here's Nicholas now. Backhand above the pad. Oh, what a stop by Ferranda before it crossed. Sends a backhand out of reach. Here's the rebote. Played inside again. Nicholas now with the forehand. He winds it up. Tries to cross the wall. Ubia steps up. Pass both Chargers. Rebote forehand powered inside. Right back to Nicholas. Another one dropping low. Ubia all alone. He makes the save. That one cut off on the inside. Ubia from the 11 line. Sends it wall to wall. Ferranda saves the rebote inside. Right back to Zulaika. Scoop by Nicholas. Comes out over the top. Backing up. Zulaika scooped it up. Hard throw. Nicholas is there. Ubia reaching up back beyond the 13. Nicholas looking to climb the wall. Lets it pass to Ferronda, who saves another rebote. Two-wall attempt by Zulaika. That's too wide. Another great point. Ferronda and Nicholas come away with it.
There's a lot that went on during that point. Fall down rebote. Ubia gets distracted in the backcourt and gets back in there and is able to make some good catches, which is always important when you get distracted. Tremendous effort by all four players.
Ubia backing up, comes away with the serve, sends it high into the corner. What a catch on the numbers there by Nicholas. Ubia comes over the top, dropping between the Devils. Ferronda, one-handed rebote, that comes up short. 2 points for the Chargers.
Ferronda's had no difficulty with those rebotes. Just out of position for that one. Tried to make it with one hand, hooked it. 2 points for Zulaika and Ubia.
Ferronda picks it, whips it inside, and Ubia got there before the second bounce. What a read. Ferronda just lays this one up. Zulaika looking to attack. Oh, he's past Nicholas, but Nicholas in position. He saves the rebote. Ubia sends it inside again. This one comes shooting off the back wall, turned two walls. Stopped overhead by Zulaika. Backhand inside, taken in by Nicholas. Ubia waits forward in the corner, backhand inside again, right back to him. Rebote forehand, dropping low, Nicholas. To save the rebote, played up the middle, stopped on the bounce. Ubia, low and hard, picked up by Nicholas again. Nicholas goes up on the right side, looking to pass. Zulaika cut it off. Sends it deep. Ferronda all alone, coming cross court to save the rebote. Just drops it inside. Zulaika another opportunity. Hard to the inside. That'll score. 3-3. Chargers have tied it.
Each point harder fought than the next.
Nicholas gets in there on the right side, comes over the top. Ubia plays it backhand. Right to Nicholas now. On the wall, Ubia. Keeps his backhand low. What a catch right off the side wall. Nicholas. Back to Ubia. Nicholas trying to pass. Ubia goes up 4, backed up to the 13. This one passing easily, comes shooting off the back wall. Rebote turned by Ferronda. Right back to Ubia. Hard above the pad. Nicholas waiting for it. Sends it back. Ubia now. Ubia goes over the top from the 13 line. Nicholas steps around it. Over the top on the forehand return. Ubia gets back in there in the corner. Looking for the big bounce. Nicholas leaping grab. Forehand to the outside. Low and hard on the return. 3-wall play. Nicholas caught the top of the pad. Any part of that pad is bad. The Chargers with 3 straight points. They lead 4-3.
Ubia showing tremendous power on both sides, as we're used to seeing. Catching's been spot on. Well done.
Fault over serve. First fault, second serve coming up. Powerful second serve is good. Nicholas on the forehand. Whips it low and hard. Scooped up in the corner by Ubia. Nicholas goes up again. Forehand over the top. No play for Zulaika, and it's missed on the bounce. 4-4 is the score. Fronda and Nicholas serve.
See Nicholas really trying to help Fronda out, take a little bit of pressure off of him by making some solid catches there in the backcourt that he might otherwise let pass out to the Robota.
Wall to wall, Robote coming out. Robote forehand turned inside. Zulaika's there. What a read. This one coming away out. Ferronda gets in there. It's a Tuabia though. Softer touch on the backhand. Nicholas steps up. Good read. Sends it deep. Coming, shoots off the back wall. Saved over the top by Zulaika. Nicholas again. Zulaika able to cut this one off in the air. Back to the corner. Nicholas waits on it. Tough catch off the wall. Would be his backhand by Nicholas now. Robote forehand. Cut off by UB on the left side. Backhand kicking up. Not past Nicholas though. Backhand clears the overhead screen. Robote comes out like a bullet. Nicholas read it. Sends one back to Ubia. Makes a great catch. Ubia back in the corner, makes the catch, sends it deep. And past Nicholas now. Robote played over the top by Ferronda. No chance for Zulaika. Lets it pass to the back. Ubia again. Nicholas steps up, caught this one in the air. Here from the 11 line, wall to wall. Robote forehand. Stopped by Zulaika. Zulaika to the inside. There's a scoop by Nicholas. Backhand. Oh, Ubia thought about it. Zulaika has to play it. Now the Devils scrambling. Ferronda saves it just above the pad. Zulaika with a chance. Low and hard. Oh, right to Nicholas. The 2-wall is too wide. 5 points and a possible set point for Zulaika and Ubia of the Chargers.
Yeah, Nicholas really wanted to drop that in there, but 2-all is wide.
Oh my, what a stop as that ball crossed the wall. Nicholas, spectacular play to keep it going. This is a little 2-wall. Picked up on the bounce. Nicholas whips it inside. Zulaika comes cross court, lines it up. He's come shooting off the back wall. Ferronda kind of slaps it up there, keeps it going again. Inside placement now. Tough scoop made by Nicholas. Oh, but the backhand is in the overhead screen. Point and set. Zulaika and Ubia win it 6-4. 2 minutes. We'll play set 2.
2 phenomenal catches back-to-back there by Nicholas at the end. That's about as hard as I've ever seen Zulaika throw a backhand on this court.
Yeah, some longer rallies early on, and you know this is a match where the ball is sufficiently warm and the pace picks up even in that first set. See those final points, even the catch off the serve.
Yep.
To get the rally going was just incredible. On another level there, Nicholas stepping up in the backcourt, first season in the first division. But here's Zulaika, the veteran in this group, and showing you why. 6-4. Chargers take that first set.
Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking the breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Currently playing our second of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. 3 doubles matches to start off, followed by 3 singles matches. About a minute to go before we begin our second obligatory set in this match. Focus there on Ubia, who began his career at Magic City Jai-Alai here as a judge. See that he's held on to some of those impulses as he's moved to the backcourt. And Zuleika always looking for the potassium.
Always.
Smart play.
Tough strength of schedule for Zuleika and Ubia to begin this year. We mentioned they won their first 2 matches. They've lost 4 in a row. But those 4 losses, 2 to Gaucheri and Urbieta, 1 to Arruti and Aratz, and the other one was Inaki and Manu. So, I mean, you just hear the players. And I don't know if it gets any tougher than that in the first division. I mean, all these teams are good, but the Renegades are perennial contenders. I mean, this Chargers team is up there, and then Inaki and Manu coming in for the Cyclones this year have been great. Arrutia has been spot on with Aratz behind him. So you look at those matches, you know, sometimes the record doesn't tell you the full story. You look into it and you say, well, you know, they've played some good matches. They've played a couple 3-setters, but nothing to show for it. It's a big opportunity for Zuleika and Ubia to get back on track, put one in the win column. They got the first set. See if they can get the second set. See, Ferronda and Nicholas will have the serve to begin set 2. Second set ready to begin. Ferronda Nicholas serve. Backhand to the inside, stopped overhead by Nicholas. Hard to the inside, picked up by Nicholas. Nicholas whips it inside, Zuleika looking to cut it off. He's got it, gets it off quick. Oh, Ferronda lays one up, Zuleika inside placement. Nicholas, what a scoop. A little clipper though. Ubia goes up high on the right side, comes over the top. This one crossing up, and Nicholas makes a great catch overhead. Ubia back at the 13, hard inside, stopped by Nicholas. Ubia now from the 11. One caught the corner. Nicholas forehand now, right over Zuleika's head, picked up on the bounce. Cedars Ubia. Nicholas comes flying in. Sends it back to the 13 line. Ubia waits on it. This one dropping between the Devils. Robote left side, saved above the pad, picked up by Zuleika. Hard to the inside again. There's a one-handed scoop by Nicholas. Robote forehand. Oh, this one past both Devils. Ferronda just does get out there. Oh, and he launches the return. Zuleika scrambling. He whips it inside. Nicholas settles things down. Low and hard, scooped up high on the left side by Ubia. A little bullet. Right back to Nicholas. Backhand just cleared. Will Ferronda get there? Tried to slap it up. That will not reach. First point. Set 2 going to the Chargers.
So if he makes contact with that and knocks it up, just taps it up to the front wall, that does count. Does not have to be caught and thrown on the Robote. Don't see a lot of it. See a lot of attempts at it, but he was in the right spot. You really need to be in front of the 3 line in order to make that happen.
Ball missed in the service box. 2 points for Zuleika and Ubia. What a catch by Nicholas right off the wall. He sends it deep. Robote played up at the 7 line, turned powerfully. Oh my, what another great catch along the wall. Ubia winds it up right over the Devil's head. Stopped off the side wall. What a play.
Oh
There's
my,
Ubia flying in the corner now. He sends it high to the inside. Nicholas now with the forehand, low and hard. Cut off by Zuleika. Well, kind of lost control, just lays it up. Nicholas. Cortada. That'll score. What a throw there just above the pad to get the Devils on the board in this second set.
There's one thing about Ubia. when he doesn't like something, he kind of lets you know. But also, when you do something well and on the opposing team, he's the first to offer applause.
Great shot there, just above the pad. Oh, that serve cross late. Ubia comes up with it. Hard backhand passing now. Ferrunda has to lay up the rebote. Zulaika goes back for it to cut it off. Forehand over the top again. Zulaika steps back, makes the catch on the quick bounce, whips it inside. Nicholas does the same, a little deeper in the backcourt. Nicholas, that's coming up the middle. Rebote left side, turn to the inside. Gonna be a tough one. Nicholas lets it pass and saves the rebote. Zulaika, he's got another chance. Keeps it low this time, and it'll score. 3-1 advantage for the Chargers.
Zulaika doing an excellent job of scoping out his competition on the court, seeing where they're standing, setting up particularly difficult catches. Just so well done. Beautiful save here by Nicholas. But then Zulaika's got the whole court and a lot of power on that right side.
Yep.
Crossing the side wall.
Back to the inside. There's Ferrunda with a nice catch. Ubia from the 11. Nicholas now from deep in the backcourt. Ubia ducks out of the way. Rebote dropping low. He's come shooting out. Saved by Ferrunda. Picked up on the left side. Splitter. Oh, Ferrunda's got it. Back inside. Missed by Ubia. Had it for a moment. That's 2 points for the Devils now. Ferrunda Nicholas.
Great throw by Ferranda right at the feet of Ubia. Ubia trying to come up with a really good scoop. What would have been a really good scoop, but just never settled it in the cesta.
Ubia stops another one back at the 12, puts it on the wall. This one comes shooting out. Quick turn on the rebote. Picked up. Here's Ubia at the 10 line, sends another one. Another bullet, Ferrunda. Gets in there, saves another rebote. Floats it up to Ubia, sends it low and hard on the return, crossing the wall. Clean miss by Nicholas. Just want it called, not gonna get it. Hard to the inside, what a scoop. Oh, the Cortada attempt is in the pad, and the pad is bad. 4 points for the Chargers.
All the hand waving in the world does not replace the whistle. And it's not to say that there's not the occasional miss that can possibly happen as fast as the ball moves. But
yeah,
it's the whistle that counts.
In a 2-on-2 game, like basketball, one player hangs back sometimes, but in Jai-Alai, ball's going to keep going, and that's an ace. Brings it to 5-2, possible set and a possible match point.
And that's the exact way that you come back from anything that you may be frustrated about. Just
take it out on the ball.
Exactly.
Throw it a little harder.
Win the next point.
Yeah, there you go.
Carom, ace. If you can do it, do it.
Zulaika certainly can. Match point here, possible match point for the Chargers. Nicholas gets up to the serve, powerful backhand, pulled in by Ubia. He sends a backhand deep. It's coming way out. Hard to the inside. Oh, turn to the outside of the court. Good foot speed by Ubia. Powerful forehand. 3-wall play. And Nicholas saves it. Everybody saves Zulaika to the inside. That's a tough one. My, what a save again on that rebote. Came up on him quick. Hard to the inside, 3 walls. Nicholas, lays this one up. Zulaika got a chance. Low and hard, that'll score for the win. Point, set, and match. Chargers take it in straight sets, 6-4, 6-2. And the game day tied up after that win. Zulaika and Ubia knock things up 1 win apiece. As we move into match number 3, that'll be CRB and Kubawa against Williams and Gallo. And Williams subbing for El Barba there in the 6th Division doubles. That's coming up next. Chargers back in the win column. Zulaika and Ubia now 3 and 4. The number 1 double spot for the Devils drops to 0-6 this year. Hard 4 and inside. Yeah, that one's a tough one. You see where Nicholas is positioned. He's got to respect the drop shot. Power to the inside. Zulaika ends it. Game day score reflecting that win by Zulaika and Ubia ties things up here early on in the game day. Our final doubles match of the day coming up next, 6th division, and then moving to singles. 1st division, 2nd division, and 3rd division singles in that order to close out the day. Zulaika and Ubia, winners of our last match, getting ready over in the DraftKings Players Cage. You see the practice going on here for the 6th division doubles. We got the undefeated CRB and Kubala putting that perfect record out there on the line against, and that'll be Williams subbing for El Barba and Gallo back behind him. We got our winners ready to go. Zulaika and Ubia, now 3 and 4 this regular season after that win. We're looking back at the schedule, and you guys have played a lot of tough matches against some really strong teams in this division. How do you stay focused on the process as opposed to focusing on, results sometimes?
I mean, you just said it right yourself. A lot of times it's don't think about the scoreboard. If you do what you're supposed to do by the book and just be intentional, most of the times things will come out. If you're looking at the scoreboard, you're in front, you're behind, you get confident, you get down. Right. Don't play that game. It's a big error that most of us actually fall into.
Awesome, guys. A great performance. Tied things up. Congratulations on that win.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll move on over to 6th division doubles with CRB and Kubala going up against Williams and Gallo. Again, the 6th division doubles match. And Williams, Gallo and El Barba so far 3 and 3 this regular season, but you got Williams subbing up there in the front court. This Devils team undefeated so far. CRB and Kubala 5-0. First opportunity against the Chargers here. See if they can remain perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our next match. CRB has a serve for the Devils. CRB serves, we begin. Ball in the backhand from the 10 line. Here's the backhand by Kubala at the 12. Gallo with the catch. Backhand from the 11 to the inside. The ball drops and scores. First point for CRB and Kubala, the Devils. CRB has a serve.
No, and that's the difficulty. Gallo's played a majority of this season up in the front court. He and El Barba made an official court swap. So now you're going to see Barba in the front for the rest of the year and Gallo in the back. The only thing is he's not used to playing back there. These bounces are unique, specific to this court. Just got to relearn it a little bit.
Powerful forehand by Gallo. Here's a backhand by Kubala. Rebote is saved by Gallo. CRB in the front court. Costado to pass. Rebote forehand. Gallo gets that in there. CRB backs up.
Oh,
has a drop. 1-1. Williams serves for the Chargers.
Yeah, we don't have the stats to back it up, but historically, CRB has struggled with that floater. I mean, whether it's along the sidewall or to the outside, he tends to handle the ones that are coming in faster. The slow balls trip him up a little bit. Kubal was charging in, calling him off. Don't know if he made it a little uncomfortable up there in his space.
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Kubala to the inside. Scoop by Gallo. CRB will take it in the air, winds up. Kosti goes straight by and score. 2 points for CRB and Kubala. CRB serves.
Tough scoop, too. When you throw that ball up the middle, there's a lot of traffic there, too. Bodies ducking out of the way, people moving, and you got to stay focused on that white ball moving out there. Not as easy.
Here's a backhand by Gallo. Kubala advances, backhand from the 8 line, wall to wall from the left side. Robote. Dropped on the backswing. 2 points for Williams and Gallo of the Chargers. Williams serve.
That's another
This
area.
is something that we've talked about before, is that when you see CRB in the backcourt and he's not throwing costados, he doesn't drop it on the backswing because he's not swinging it back.
Right.
That's a problem that he's had in the front court consistently. Unforced error, but
Yeah, Williams just stretching
Williams
out
continuing to stretch out. We saw this earlier. Jai-Alai and soft tissue injuries are, like, I think, synonymous with one another. Strains and pulls. Here's a backhand by Kubala, powerfully thrown. Rotate save by Gallo.
here. Oh, another one.
Ball tipped in the front court. 3 points for Williams and Gallo of the Chargers. Williams serves.
Well, that's 3 misses in a row. 3 of his last 4. Either way, just not a great stretch here for CRB. Let that ball bounce, and Kubala's been one of the best catchers in battle court, regardless of division here. I mean, he's top 15 in Division 4 and Division 6 with his catch rate, so let him handle a bulk of the work here if you're not fully comfortable.
Here's the backhand by Kubala. Robote forehand off the tip of Gallo's cesta. 3-3. CRB serves for the Devils.
And you see every throw when Kubala's caught the serve, he's gone deep, trying to pass, force Gallo and Williams both to Robote. So far with the cold ball, it's been Gallo stepping in there, but as we move through the match, expect Williams to play a couple more Robotes where he struggled in his first match today.
Low, hard backhand to the inside, and Kubala's there. Gallo gets in there, good positioning, clears the screen, big bounce, brought down by Kubala. Rotate forehand. Great catch by Williams. Carambola return picked up by CRB.
That's a tough one.
Gallo, catch on the backhand. CRB gets in there to make the Robote. Great save. Here's Williams. Has it on the right side. Plays it hard to pass. Kubala for the Robote. Gallo steps up. Low and hard and caught by Kubala. Robote forehand. Kubala now from the 12 line, backhand to the inside. Gallo at the sidewall with a tremendous catch.
Yes, it was.
Hard throw on the backhand. Here's Kubala.
That one dying.
Robote save. That cleared the overhead screen and made it to the front wall. Here's CRB backhand. Robote save again. CRB attacks, has it on the right side. Cortada stopped by Gallo. Gallo on the backhand to the corner.
What a save.
What a save by Kubala.
Great rally.
Williams, powerful throw. Kubala reads the Robote well, perfect positioning. Scoop high on the forehand of Gallo. To the outside it goes. CRB's there. Robote will fall short. That's a point for CRB and Kubala of the Devils. They have 4 points and the serve.
And all 4 players getting involved in that rally. How about Williams coming all the way into the backcourt, calling Gallo off to make the save? It just looked like he ran out of space a little bit. You know, Gallo was a little close to him. He didn't want to hit him, but the result was he hooked it a little bit, send it low and into the pad. You know, that pad is bad.
Powerful forehand by Gallo. Good catch by Kubala. Rebote forehand by Williams. Well played at the side wall. Kubala sends it to the back wall. Rebote now by Gallo. Rebote forehand. CRB has it. Powerful right side. Gallo's looking for the rebote. Has it. It's a 2-all. CRB catches it in the air. Drop shot. Caught by Williams. Williams to the outside. And right CRB catches it in the air. Gallo on the rebote. CRB has another one on the forehand. Throws the carom to score.
What a point.
5 points for CRB and Kubala. Possible set point.
This has been really an action-packed first set. I mean, a lot of shots, great defense. How about Williams? Not known for his ability to track down these Tejadas. Controls it. Pretty good one right at CRB's feet. He just snatches it right up. That's a good catch by the defense. And then Lotte here, 2-all. CRB again, he's ready for it. And he throws the carom. See how we saw Williams just duck to the inside? Tells him exactly where to throw it. 2-all, scoring easily.
Gallo right up the middle. Catch by Kubala off the bounce. Kubala with the scoop. Here's the backhand from the 12 line. Rebote left side. Big bounce brought down by Kubala. Backhand. Rebote forehand to the inside. Kubala's there. Rebote forehand tip, point, and set for CRB and Kubala of the Devils. 2 minutes go up on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set. So the first set going for the Devils. 6-3, you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently playing our third of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. This will be the last doubles match for today. 3 singles matches coming up. Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players back here to prepare for sets and matches. Story of 2 different CRBs. He had 3 drops and then came back with 3 solid catches. Gallo just keeping the ball in play. Drop shot, stopped by Williams, maintaining very good control. Goes outside, smart play, caught in the air by CRB. CRB to pass. Gallo eyes on the rebote again. And then a carom. Well done. We are back in Players Cage. See CRB and Kubala in the foreground. Williams done a good job stepping in here today. About 20 seconds to go before we begin our second set. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
CRB and Kubala looking to extend that winning streak here, halfway home, taking the first set. 2, ready to begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our second set. Williams has a serve for the Chargers. Williams serves. The second set has begun. Here's the backhand by Kubala, wall to wall from the left side. Rebote forehand. Kubala on the right side. Big bounce. Brought down by Gallo. Gallo powerfully from the forehand. Kubala is there. Scoop. Missed. On the left side of Gallo. First point of the second set goes to CRB and Kubala, the Devils. CRB serves.
Smart throw coming in on the bounce, too. Cross the sidewall, bounce it off the floor. Every surface that ball touches, and you say changes the spin, makes it more difficult to catch.
Gallo on the backhand, powerfully thrown to the inside. Rebote, forehand. Saved by CRB. Williams with control on the backhand. Rebote forehand is missed by Gallo in the backcourt. That's 2 points for CRB and Kubala. CRB serves.
Again, have to remember, Gallo's making his backcourt debut in this division this year. He played last year a full season back there with El Barba, but it's been 4 or 5 months since that point. You know, you just got to figure out the position, figure out those bounces back there.
A hard serve will score. 3 points for CRB and Kubala. CRB serves.
And not overwhelming power on that serve from CRB, but just does all the little things well. Crosses the sidewall. It's a lot of spin on it, and that ball just doesn't want to stay in the basket.
There's the backhand by Kubala. Here's the forehand by Gallo over the top. Forehand now by Kubala. Rebote saved by Gallo with control. Kubala calls for it. Backhand from the 8 line. Backhand 2-all. Caught by CRB. Karen by CRB. Scores. 4 points for CRB and Kubala. CRB serves.
Well, CRB has struggled with the costado, so he's gone more to the right side now with his shot making, and he's thrown 2 caroms that have been, this one better than the one before. From the outside, opens up. See how far away from Williams. I mean, that ball is in the net, about 3 feet away from him. That is just perfect. 4 straight here in set 2. Oh, it's a tough
Difficult catch by Gallo. Here's CRB, backhand. Ball tipped at the 12 line. That's 5 points. Possible match point for the Devils.
Putting a lot of pressure on this defense. No response here for Gallo in the back. Just looks like he's scrambling almost every point. And a couple chances to close this one out.
There's a backhand by Gallo. Kubala sends it deep. Gallo on the backhand from the 10 line. That ball too high. That kicked up and hit the overhead screen. Point and a straight set victory for the Devils. CRB and Kubala winning 6-0 in the second set.
6-3, 6-0. The Devils break the tie. They lead this game day 2-1 now. Heading into the singles portion of the programming. We got singles 1, 2, and 3 in that order. Nicholas against Zuleika coming up here in just about 2 minutes.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Game day score reflecting that win by CRB and Kubala. Make it now 6 in a row for that doubles team this season. Experience certainly helps. These guys have a whole lot of it, and they go out there and play their game to perfection every time out. We're going to hear from them, CRB and Kubala. Congratulations, guys. You heard 6 matches in a row now. You guys have won to start off this season. Obviously, it's a team game, but how do you stay focused on this individual team while you have the season and the playoffs to look ahead to a little bit later on?
Well, with losing Hyro, we got to really focus up and get every win that we can. Going into the playoffs, we're going to have to play really good to keep our team getting points and stay in playoffs contention spot.
Yeah, CRB, a couple of misses there on the left side with the costado, but then you started killing it from the right side. Was that just a comfort thing, or were we seeing a couple more caroms from you?
I would say it just winded up on the right side. The ball was clipping a lot to the outside, so I was like, might as well just go for it on the right side and start getting comfortable with the right side again.
Awesome. Worked out well, guys. Another win. Congratulations. 6 in a row. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go Devils.
Go Devils.
Singles. Nicholas against Zulaika. Get us started here in singles. 2 players on different trajectories this single season. So we got Nicholas winless. He's 0-5. But then you have Zulaika for the Chargers. He's undefeated at 5-0, including 2 wins over Gosheri. So this is the first matchup of 2 between Zulaika and Nicholas in the regular season. Chance for the Devils to tie up the game day, or Zulaika can win, extend his lead for the Chargers. Nicholas will have the serve ready to begin here, match number 4. There's a serve by Nicholas. We begin our 4th match. With a high, hard backhand by Zulaika to the inside. Robote played up over the top. Cut off by Zulaika at the 7. Robote forehand, played to the inside, cut off low by Nicholas, sends it deep. Zulaika's return got away from him. That's up at the overhead screen and out of play. Nicholas gets the first point for our 4th match.
Zulaika can generate a lot of power on both sides. That one took off, escaped, hit the overhead screen. But it was going fast when it did.
Zulaika clears the overhead screen on the backhand. Nicholas, Robote, played up the middle. Zulaika pumps it inside. One-handed catch by Nicholas. There's the backhand return. Robote forehand sent high off the front wall. Nicholas runs under it. That Robote got away from Zulaika. High in the overhead screen again. 2 points for Nicholas.
Again, you see that ball dropping off of the back wall as opposed to kicking off of the back wall. Zulaika having to go for it a little bit lower behind him than he'd prefer. Escaped again.
Nicholas steps back at the 11 line, takes it in, then passes on the return. Robote forehand flicked up. On the right side of Zulaika, catch by Nicholas, drop shot. Ooh, Zulaika read it. He got there, but could not make the play. 3 in a row for Nicholas.
So again, that side wall comes into play big time there. When Nicholas throws this drop shot, Zulaika has he's there. So that ball potentially could have been caught on the left side, but that bounce off the right side just misread it, off the wall rather, just misread it slightly.
That's an overserve. First fault. Second serve coming up.
And Nicholas particularly focused in this match so far.
Robote forehand laid up by Nicholas. Zulaika steps back and knocked it down. That's 4 in a row.
Scoops are difficult, and the higher the scoop is made, so the higher the ball bounces off of the floor before it makes contact with the cesta, the more difficult it is. That was a reasonably high scoop around his knee.
It's like another one. Clearing, send it in the corner. Rebote by Nicholas, high off the front wall, right back to him. Rebote cut off, Zulaika into the costado. It's a 2-wall, and it scores. That'll get Zulaika on the board here in our first set.
Really beautifully thrown 2-all by Zulaika.
Yeah. Tough play by Zulaika, comes flying in, makes the stop. Nicholas from the 11 line to the inside. There's a Rebote forehand. Clearing. Nicholas now. Rebote save of his own right over Zulaika's head. Big bounce. Nicholas climbs the wall, comes down with the ball, drops it at Zulaika's feet. He makes the scoop. 2-wall with a soft touch. Nicholas controls it, whips it overhead. That's going to land in and score. 5 points and a possible set point for Nicholas.
That was close. Nicholas just got that ball down low on the right side. Here's a beautiful scoop. No change of motion whatsoever. That's beautifully thrown by Zulaika. No, that's just great catch, great ball control. That's what you'd expect to see from Zulaika. Nicholas moved up on the ball and just passed him.
Rebote forehand, clearing. Back in the corner. Now Zulaika waits on it, sends it deep. Nicholas over the top to the inside, scooped up by Zulaika. That 2-wall opens and scores again. That's 2 points. Still a possible set for Nicholas.
Seems like both players have gone back to a little bit more conservative style of play. Where sometimes if you're getting off your game, I mean, Zulaika got a couple points, fell behind by a couple points relatively quickly. So go back to the basics, throwing it hard and inside will tend to work for you. Then he introduced that beautiful costado 2-wall. Felt comfortable enough to do it.
Oh, serve ducks under Nicholas's cesta. That's an ace. 3 points now for Zulaika.
Beautiful serve crossing the wall low. Nicholas still 1 point away from closing out the set, but Zulaika with a certain degree of momentum behind him.
We've entered the dangerous lead territory at 5-3, so see what happens here. Nicholas, left side to the inside. Rebote coming out. Zulaika backpedals quickly, fires it. Cut off by Nicholas in the air. Forehand Rebote, beautifully played. Cut off by Nicholas on the wall. He sends it back to him. Zulaika waits on another one. Plays Rebote inside. This one dropping low. Nicholas steps up, sends it deep. Rebote forehand now to the inside, cut off by Nicholas. What a catch on the numbers. Zulaika clean miss. Rebote dug out on the back end. Nicholas stays up at the 9 line. Costado to the inside. That will score. Point and set. Nicholas closes it out. 6-3. 2 minutes. We'll play set 2.
As Nicholas is on the back swing to make that costado, Zulaika basically has to, not so much guess, but you know, by looking at his positioning, knowing who he's playing against, decide whether or not he's going in or out. And as we've seen, Nicholas is more than capable of throwing that 2-wall.
Yeah, haven't seen it yet, and obviously a couple more missed balls by Zulaika than we're used to seeing to begin the match, but it's also what we've come to expect from Zulaika too. I mean, if anything, he starts off a little bit slower, and then as the ball heats up, so does his play. You know, it's kind of what we've used to see. Nicholas, though, he's a gamer. I mean, he brings it every point, every day. and you just love a player like that. He got the call up to the first division this season in the draft. And with Nicholas as their one, look at the Devils in the playoff right now, and a chance to move up even higher in the standings today. They can have some points.
Getting some feedback there from Ferranda. Have you ever seen Ferranda have a bad day? I mean, that we know of?
No, not. He's always smiling. Yeah.
Thoroughly professional, and again, we've talked about, he's chosen to end his career retiring from Jai-Alai in 2025. Glad to have him do it here. Proud to have him do it here, but man, just what a positive influence in the back.
Yeah, positive influence in spite of, some difficult pairings, some difficult seasons. He's kept it professional the entire way through, win, loss, or draw. He's the same guy. And
Absolutely.
You love to see that.
Yeah, he is. Player of the week.
I think that's professionalism in a nutshell.
Player of the week. No, sorry.
Player of the day.
We don't have player of the week. And that's not a suggestion that we should have one. We're good with player of the day. Let's.
I did see something.
I'm all about complicating things and making things as complicated. Not this time.
Where our players were featured as, I forgot what it was. It was something. One of the sites we're on, I believe. No, one of the sites that we were on posts a recap of like the weekly players of the week, like in all different sports. And I know that Jai-Alai's made it up there. So
that's awesome.
We've also done some stuff here, but it's been,
I'm usually asleep when I'm not here, so I wouldn't have seen it.
Earliest would have been years ago, Stu, before the whole battle,
Was there ever anything before Battle Court? I don't think so. Not for me.
I'll let you
anyway.
sleep on that. We'll get back to it.
Am I announcing or are you announcing?
I got
this.
Stu.
Okay.
Yeah, this is.
All right, you're doing the play-by-play.
Second set.
Kill him, Andrew. Kill him.
There's a serve by Zulaika. Set 2 has begun with a nice catch there in the corner by Nicholas. Backhand dropping. Here's the rebote. Nicholas steps around it. Backhand to the inside. Dropping low. Zulaika's got it. 2-all. Long one. Oh, look at the defense by Nicholas. His carom return from the outside. Oh, Zulaika overran it. Flicks it up. Nicholas has got a chance that opens, and he digs it out. Oh, Zulaika, though, into the drop shot.
But Nicholas is still going to go for it.
You love the effort, but that's
Nicholas
2 bounces.
Still going to go for it. Love to see that. Ran all the way back, ran all the way forward. I mean, I didn't think he had any chance of getting there.
We weren't lying. We just told you that. He's all effort all the time.
I mean, 100%. I mean, ducks under that. Make sure he stays safe. Runs all the way back to try to make this rebote. Makes it. Gets up. And then, again, no reason to believe he's going to get to that. And we've occasionally seen a player stop about the 10 line and take out the binoculars and see where the ball lands. Not Nicholas. Beautifully done.
Well, he got to that serve as it crossed the side wall. Rebote for Zulaika. High to the inside. There's a big bounce controlled by Nicholas. Rebote launch into the corner again. Nicholas stops it. Sends it back. Oh, turn to the outside by Zulaika, but that is out of play. Nicholas gets his first point, and we're tied up.
You know Zulaika's good for that outside placement. That one just landed wide. Got to keep it within those boundary lines.
Rebote forehand missed. Zulaika back out ahead, leading 2-1.
Got his eye on that ball coming off of the back wall. Just dropped short of making it into his cesta.
It's a hard serve. Nicholas got there before it crossed again. That's right along the wall. Rebote. Picked up high on the left side there by Nicholas. This one dropping low. Nicholas stops it on the bounce, sends it high back into the corner. Rebote forehand. That's not going to clear. That caught a piece of the overhead screen, and it's out of play. Trading points here, it's 2-2.
With power comes great responsibility. In highlight, too. And in that case, all the power, you just got to keep it in those boundary lines.
Forehand rebote sent high off the front wall. Zulaika looking for it on the rebote. Nice turn to the inside. Cut off here is Nicholas. Forehand rebote. Inside placement again. Nicholas stops it in the air. Hard backhand return. Dropping in the corner. Zulaika comes out on the right side. Right back to Nicholas. Oh, what a grab. Zulaika crashing into the wall. Passes. Now Nicholas waits on the rebote. Zulaika, great catch back behind him. Fake the carom, puts it over the top. This gets back in there. Well, that's dropping on the wall. Zulaika just flicks it up there. Nicholas, great opportunity. Forehand to the inside, kept it low enough, and it scores. That's a 3-2 lead now for Nicholas.
Still a bit of a risky play for Nicholas. He's got to cross the wall perfectly and low. He's throwing out against Zulaika, who's capable of making those really difficult catches at the side wall.
Fault over serve. First fault, second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Here's Zulaika with the backhand. High and hard off the back wall. Here's the rebote. Beautifully played by Nicholas. That clears Zulaika. Whips it inside again. Dropping low on the wall. What a save. This one floating. Zulaika's got it. Two wall. Too low. 4-2 lead now for Nicholas into our second set.
The floater Zulaika made a great catch there. And he throws the 2-all as good as anybody off the left side. That one just dropped into the pad.
Zulaika comes away with it. Hard backhand to the inside. Dropping in the corner. Tough rebote. Played just above the pad. Zulaika. Inside placement this time. That scores. Cuts the deficit to just one. Zulaika with 3. Nicholas has 4.
That's another one where you see your opponent winding up like that. You know, he's capable of throwing 2-alls as well as inside placement. I think at the Division I and Division II levels here in Battle Court, it's a little bit more difficult because you have to commit.
Yeah,
you really have to commit, and all the players are capable of throwing it inside as much as they are throwing it filos, like we've been seeing, straight to the outside, like Inaki's been doing, or the 2-all by goes Sherry and Zulaika.
It's a powerful serve coming in. Nicholas stops it on the left side before it crosses. Nicholas just beyond the 11 wall, 2-wall. Rebote coming away out. Rebote fired at the 7 line into the overhead screen. Nicholas with 5 points. He's got a possible set and a possible match point.
Yeah, Zulaika's had a difficult time with that in this second set. Again, trying to pass your opponent, get that ball to the back wall or have it drop low on the back wall. Kicks off the front wall into the overhead screen, out of play.
Zulaika keeps it along the wall. Good stop by Nicholas. Rebote forehand, fired up the middle. Zulaika committed, now gets back out there, plays the rebote at the feet of Nicholas. Quick bounce catch brought in on the right side, right over Zulaika's head. Rebote's coming out. Rebote played into the corner, dropping low. Nicholas turns another one. Zulaika handles in the air, 2-wall. Opens, beautiful. And it scores. Opening up wide to give Zulaika a 4th point. That extends the match here.
Still possible match point here for Nicholas. Zuleika's mounted quite a comeback here.
Nicholas waits for that to cross, sends it back into the corner. Volte forehand, that caught the overhead screen. Point, set, and match. Nicholas. It's his first win in Division I singles, defeating Zuleika 6-3, 6-4 in straight sets. Nicholas with his first win of the season, and the Devils take commanding 3-1 game day lead. 2 matches left. Benny against Iturbide first, then Ferronda against Ubia. Game day score reflecting that win by Nicholas, his first in singles this season. Moving up to Division I this year. He's in the win column for the first time. It's been tough in that first division of doubles, playing with Jairo, lost with Ferronda too. But finally gets it done in singles. We will hear from Nicholas in just a few moments. Nicholas winless in singles, winless in the top division of doubles, and with Kubala, he's 6-1 in the fourth division of doubles. So very difficult competition moving up, and we're going to hear from Nicholas in just a moment. About a minute away from the start of our next match, Benny against Iturbide, but we'll get Nicholas back in position in the DraftKings Players Cage. There he is, Nicholas, first singles win in Division I. You've played your entire career previously in Division II. How does it compare up in the top division of play?
Pues estoy muy contento de mi primer single que he ganado. Era un partido muy difícil que me esperaba hoy, pero bien, estoy contento. He jugado bien, simple, como hay que jugar. Y estoy contento.
Okay. Thank you, Nicholas. We appreciate the time. Moving on over to this second division singles match. That will be Benny against Iturbide. Benny against his former team in singles. This should be a fun one. Benny moved up a division this year in the draft from Division III to Division II. And all smiles as he and Iturbide slap hands, ready to go with our fifth match.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our next match. Benny will have the serve for the Devils. Benny serves, we begin. Powerful backhand by Iturbide. Benny's there. Iturbide across the chest, basically, of Benny. Here's the backhand. Robote to the 10 line, Iturbide. Benny winds up. Costado 2-all lands in and scores. Beautifully executed by Benny to start things off. First point for Benny and the Devils. He serves.
Benny starting off with the Costado 2-all. Good to see him, break that out early. He hasn't thrown it with a ton of confidence, and you can see here, and there's kind of a little hitch in the windup. Not too fluid, but look at how this one opens. Drops down just inside the boundary and score. You throw it like that, there's no chance for Iturbide to get to it. See how aggressive he is.
Great catch by Benny at the 10 line. Here's the backhand. Robote. Big backhand by Iturbide. Robote. Catch by Iturbide. Coasty inside, red, and scoop by Benny. Wow.
That happened so fast.
Velo by Benny scores.
Scores, yeah. Judges are going to confer, and they ruled in. Oh, yeah, it was well inside the boundary line.
I mean, it happens so
That's what I was
fast.
saying.
Yeah, no,
Those feelos are.
You want the judges to get it right, and if they have to confer to do it, so be it. There's a serve by Benny. Catch by Iturbide. Costello by Iturbide. Benny on the run. That scores. Iturbide with the point and the serve for the Chargers.
Yeah, it looked like Benny tried to go for that rebote straight to the outside again, and when you don't execute it perfectly, you leave yourself in a pretty vulnerable position. I mean, Iturbide from the costado had Benny trapped inside through the 2-wall, and even with a full run, Benny couldn't get out there.
There's the backhand by Benny. Iturbide backhand from the 11 line to the inside. Here's Benny, backhand from the 9 line. Rebote. Rebote forehand by Benny. Iturbide's there, backhand from the 9. Benny will make that catch mid-court. Forehand from the 9 line, played back, caught by Iturbide, just off the side wall. Rebote left side, big bounce, big bounce. Brought in by Iturbide. Rebote forehand. Karam by Iturbide. Benny takes off, had an eye on it, did not make the catch. 2-2, Iturbide serves for the Chargers.
Not the best carom Iturbide's thrown, but soft enough that, you know, almost got Benny more with the second bounce than it was the cut on the 2-wall. I mean, he's charging in, he's trying to pick this one off low off the net, and it just ran out of space just a little bit.
Basically saw that Benny was back there right around the 10 line, so it was going to be a long run. Just make contact with the side, you know, with the, for the carom. Worked out. Benny missed it by about 5-6 inches. Here's the backhand by Benny from the 10 line. Powerfully thrown, clearing the overhead screen. Rebote 2-all by Iturbide is out. 3 points for Benny of the Devils. He serves.
When you play aggressively as Benny is to start off this match, you leave yourself susceptible to shots off the rebote in particular. Saw Benny was darting to the inside and up. Iturbide's throwing that ball to the outside of the court. Just held it wide a little bit, but the intent was there.
There's the backhand by Iturbide. Rebote, forehand. Iturbide cuts it off the 10 line, backhand to the inside. Benny, forehand rebote. Costado, 2-all, beautifully executed by Iturbide to score. 3-3. Iturbide has a serve for the Chargers.
That one opened up wide. I mean, he threw it low, it stayed low, but look at how quickly this develops. It opens, and that ball is, yeah. Benny's not even outside the boundary line by the time that ball hits the net.
That ball drops off the serve. Benny makes a great catch and return. Iturbide, forehand rebote. Benny's there. Ball's on the sidewall. Beautiful rebote by Iturbide. Benny, Costado, scoop by Iturbide. To the inside he goes, right to the corner. Rebote saved by Benny. Iturbide attacks, catches it in the air. Inside placement, scores. 4 points for Iturbide and the Chargers. He serves. I mean, it's a good guess for Benny to go outside because 9 times, well, sorry, whatever the percentages are, Iturbide gets it low on the left side. He sees where you are. He's throwing the 2-all.
Yeah, and just even the threat of throwing a 2-all sometimes opens up space. You go back to the previous throw. Benny had it on the costado. Iturbide didn't commit either way because Benny's not known for his shot making. When Iturbide gets it, you see Benny committing hard one way or another. You know, again, it's not about throwing a perfect 2-all. Just having that in your opponent's mind that you have it, it's going to open up a ton of court. All match long.
Four is the score. Benny has a serve.
Right along the side wall, perfect placement there. You're not going to get Iturbide at the missed catch unless it's right on the numbers.
What a catch by Iturbide off a great serve by Benny. Benny for the rebote on the left side, looking to get a big bounce. Iturbide stops it. Costado inside with power. Benny chasing it down.
Oh,
great rebote save. Here's Iturbide.
Oh.
Drop shot. Ooh, that had a lot of drop to it.
Yes, it did.
That's 5 points for Iturbide. Possible set point.
Well, great save.
No question
off the
about
rebote.
it by Benny.
I mean, just to dig that out is incredible, but give it to Iturbide. He's up at the 3 line.
See, and it went high on the front wall, so it seemed like it was going to have more bounce than it did.
Yeah.
But he didn't throw it very hard. He threw it higher than we're used to seeing, but not very hard. That ball died quick.
Yeah, at first I thought Benny maybe had a chance given the height, but no, you're right. It just kind of died.
Here's the backhand by Benny. Iturbide on the rebote. Benny attacks with the forehand. Forehand to pass. Rebote forehand is missed. 5-5. Set point.
All comes down to this. You know, and Benny has really kind of played well throughout this match. It's just been a guessing game on those Iturbide shots, and he hasn't really gotten the defense down yet. The offense has been there. I think he'd be pretty content. This first set against Iturbide going 5-5. 1 point to decide it.
Here's the backhand by Iturbide, powerfully thrown. Rebote coming to the 7 line. Turned on the forehand of Benny. Rebote forehand by Iturbide. Benny's got it. Lines up. Costado to the inside. Scoop attempt is tipped. Point and a hard-fought set for Benny of the Devils. Taking it 6-5. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Play our second set.
Yeah, he got Iturbide leaning to the outside there. No doubt about it. And forced a very difficult scoop when he couldn't bring it in the air. So 6-5, Benny able to close out that first set against his former team in singles. Take a look here at some of these replays. 2-all here. I mean, that one was
really
so
beautifully
well thrown
executed.
that,
It just cut way open. Very well done.
Beautiful catch there, and then this one, bam, straight to the outside. Yeah, maybe, we hooked it a little, but sometimes, you know, you hook it and it works out just like that, just inside the boundary, and it scores perfectly. So that was the start for Benny. 2 straight points, and got close there at the end, but he closes it out 6-5. Back here in the DraftKings Players Cage with Ferronda. His day is not over. Ferronda with 1 match left. He'll take on Ubia in our finale. That'll be coming up after this. This match.
Benny looked like he was going for the banana, but it was a sneak.
Sneaky guy.
He hit Benny? You never know what that kid's thinking.
And it's got to be interesting, you know, for a young player who's won a couple championships with the Chargers, you know. The emotions have to be a little bit weird and a little bit different for him. You know, in any sport, you play against your former team, the guys that you shared a locker room with, shared a lot of conversations.
You almost
some
say
championships.
Too. Yeah, obviously.
He's going to do it again?
Not as far as his play is concerned. His play is spot on. Watching him develop as a player on the court's been really a fantastic thing to watch these last couple of years.
Yeah, and I like when Benny's aggressive too. You know, it's similar to Douglas as well. When he plays aggressively, I think he's at his best. And you got to look at the matchup against Iturbide too. He's a shot maker, and he's going to go for it. So if you're Benny, don't sit back there and let Iturbide take it to you. Be the aggressor, see what happens, and it was a 6-5 win for him. Set 2.
Here's a serve by Iturbide. We begin. Benny with a great catch at the 11 line. Here's the backhand.
Oh.
Robote, forehand. Powerfully thrown by Iturbide. Iturbide now from the 9 line. Benny from the 11, passing. Robote kicks out to the 7 plate on the forehand of Iturbide. That clears. Robote left side by Benny. Powerful backhand by Iturbide. Then he sets up at the 7 line for the Robote. That hit the rail just on the side wall. First point. Second set goes to Iturbide. He serves.
Yeah, good call there by the back judge. Usually makes a more distinct sound when it hits that rail, but clearly you can tell. It didn't hit the sidewall.
Yeah,
it was out of play.
Yeah, on the sidewall, not so much. I mean, the front wall is like it's all metal on top of the glass. On that sidewall there, it's a nice mix of composite and metal where you can kind of hear it, but you got to see it. And in judging, you have to see it.
Absolutely.
That's basically the rule in judging is you have to see it. Rotate forehand by Benny.
Oh,
beautiful catch by Iturbide.
Love that.
2-all scores.
Yep.
We're all tied up, 1 point apiece. Benny serves.
And Benny not usually a threat to score off the Robote, but, you know, again, Iturbide is an aggressive player. He's looking to get in there and attack, so you have to counter with something. Benny caught him going the other way, opened it up nicely. He's able to tie it up.
Here's a backhand by Iturbide. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by Benny. Benny sets up for the Robote. That's dropping and gets it before the second bounce. Iturbide attacks. Fake the carom, drops it inside to score. 2 points for Iturbide at the Chargers. He serves.
And Benny found himself in a defensive position, just laying it up, and then you give it to Iturbide up there on the forehand. He's got a lot of options. He's throwing the carom today. Also keep it low and hard. What does that do? It forces you to cover the entire length of the court as well, the entire width. You can throw the 2-wall, you got to go to the net. He goes inside, you got to be on the wall. It's a lot of court to cover.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. There's a backhand by Iturbide. Benny, beautiful catch on the sidewall. Powerful backhand follows. Arrimada out to the Robote. Benny saw that coming, scooped it, goes for a 2-all. Too much. Out of play. 3 points for Iturbide of the Chargers. He serves.
That one, it was a little more evident, but you could see a little bit of a hitch in the windup. You know, just not as fluid as some other guys on the Robote. And then you can see, I mean, it came out a little higher than he wanted and just out of play.
There's a backhand by Benny. Iturbide, powerful, powerful backhand. Robote at the 5 line is just missed on the forehand of Benny. Iturbide has 4 points and the serve. Very rare that you see Benny miss like that. You're off your footing, and you're with the Robote. The ball's coming off the back wall. It has to be thrown in one fluid motion, and if you're not positioned correctly, it becomes very awkward on either side. But you saw when he went for that kind of cock to arm Robote instead of his arm being straight. You're out of position. Yeah. Here's a backhand by Benny. Wall to wall from the left side. Robote by Iturbide. Robote forehand by Benny. Iturbide. Backhand. Low runner. Scoop by Benny. Outside placement.
Wow.
Of the forehand. Robote is thrown perfectly by Iturbide to score. 5 points and possible set point here for Iturbide of the Chargers.
Now look at Benny. That first shuffle step was to the inside. He wasn't even thinking about the outside placement. You got to keep the defense honest. It's like pitching, too. Sometimes, you know, every ball isn't a wasted pitch. It sets up the next one. Missed earlier, executed that one perfectly.
Here's a backhand by Benny. Iturbide. Backhand from the 10 line by Benny. Robote coming out. Costello 2-all. Stop by Benny on the forehand. What a catch by Iturbide. This will score on the second bounce. Point and set for Iturbide. The Chargers will go to a third and final set in just 2 minutes. I mean, Benny threw it hard. I mean, he was on the run, so don't know that he had much chance to line it up better than that, but Iturbide just caught it perfectly low on the left side. Scored. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently playing our 5th of six scheduled matches on the game day. Some replays.
Set 2. Back here in the player's cage with Iturbide and Benny. Iturbide forcing this third set. I mean, that's vintage Iturbide coming out in set 2. I mean, picks up the pace, throwing it hard, executing shots. And that's why he's one of the more exciting and fun players to watch. You know, he brings it, great speed, great energy. He's not afraid to get in there and, you know,
absolutely
get a little close to the ball too. He's got no fear.
I just saw CRB giving Benny some feedback, pointing at his head. What does that mean in CRB talk? You know, he has his own language.
Yeah.
I'm not
privy to the translation.
No,
you know,
really not. I know there's a book around here somewhere.
We have our CRB translator here,
exactly.
But he's not in the seat next to me right now. So we'll get you that between the break. Third set coming up though.
2 points to the head. All right.
So game day score right now. The Devils leading 3-1. So if Benny can win this set, the Devils will secure a game day win already. There's still one match to play. If Iturbide wins this set, then a chance for Ubia against Ferronda to tie up the game day for the Chargers. So that's what's at stake here. Third set, Benny will serve, just about ready to begin.
Ready to begin our third and final set. Benny has a serve for the Devils. Here's the backhand by Iturbide. A Robote forehand by Benny. Iturbide on the catch. Hard to the inside, and Benny's there. Backhand, powerfully thrown. Right to the corner, low Robote saved by Iturbide. Benny midcourt. Beautiful throw by Benny, crossing the wall and scoring. First point of the decisive third set goes to Benny of the Devils. He served.
Yeah, whenever it's inside of Iturbide's catching radius, he's frustrated when he doesn't bring it in. That one low and hard, crossing the wall, not overly complicated. And you see him talking here in the back corner, pacing around, talking to himself. He can't believe it. But see what Benny can do with that first point. A little bit of a break.
This backhand goes wall to wall as thrown by Iturbide. Powerful return by Benny. Robote left side. Catch by Benny. Scoop
Oh, he's got
by
that one.
Iturbide. Here's the backhand by Iturbide. Benny on the catch.
Tough one.
Scoop on the forehand of Iturbide. Hard throw, stopped by Benny on the backhand. Robote, left side to the inside. Benny's there. Takes it on the forehand. Well played point. Second point for Benny of the Devils. He serves.
And Benny's changed it up here. I mean, not aggressive in terms of throwing shots, but I mean, moving up on the ball and just passing, making these rebotes a little difficult for Iturbide, so he can't get into his aggressive style of play. I mean, keeping him deep in the backcourt, close to the side wall, that's where you want to see Iturbide. The further he moves up and the further away he is off the wall, he becomes increasingly more dangerous.
Here's the backhand by Iturbide against the back wall. Well thrown. Iturbide, great concentration. The 2-all will score. Iturbide is on the board with a point for the Chargers in the third set. He serves.
Yeah, Benny turned his back to a player that was throwing the ball, and that's something that you rarely want to do, especially when they have it on the costado. That ball is going to open up when you're trapped inside. Even longer run than usual. That one's scoring easily.
There's the backhand by Benny. Benny with a nice duck, gets back in there and makes a tremendous catch. Benny pulls that from the side wall to 10 line. Well done. Robote for Iturbide to the inside. Benny on the backhand. Iturbide from the costado to the inside. Benny reads it, stops it, returns it to the inside. What a scoop by Iturbide. Iturbide, inside placement, scores 2-2 in the third set. Iturbide serves for the Chargers.
Well, that catch Iturbide made, that bounced up high to his left side. That's one that you can easily lose control of. He got up there, cradled it, no juggle in sight, and then a beautiful inside
and that's
placement.
what Benny intended to do with it. I mean, he placed it high on the front wall, trying to get this big bounce.
I mean, that's the earlier scoop. That one maybe even better, but
Yeah, it was tremendous.
yeah, right here I believe it is. Yeah, he goes high to the inside, highly intentional, but sometimes, you know, the opponent just makes a good play.
Absolutely.
Iturbide's come back.
2-2 in the third set.
2 straight.
Here's the backhand by Benny to the inside. Iturbide powerfully. 2-all.
Oh, not enough.
Just not open. Stopped by Iturbide. Iturbide goes high. Benny was there, could not hold on. 3 points for Iturbide. He serves. We're in the third and final set. First player to reach 6 points will win the match. Benny, you know, he was there, but he was also, you're always encouraged to catch the ball in front of you, because in catching the ball in front of you, you really stop it on the side of you. Yeah. That's basically how it works. Trying to catch the ball behind you, it's
off the sidewall too.
It's all physics and geometry, but you really don't have a lot of control back there. Beautiful serve by Iturbide is stopped by Benny in the corner. Here he turns it hard. Rotate forehand, caught by Benny. Rotate forehand by Iturbide. Benny on the scoop. Here's the backhand. Catch by Benny. Rotate left side by Benny for the bounce. Iturbide takes that one too. Coasty inside will score. 4 points for Iturbide of the Chargers. He serves.
I don't know the exact, but how many 2-walls has Iturbide thrown, like traditional 2-walls in this match? I don't know if he's really thrown one. He's got one off the rebote. But you see here, it's just the threat. You don't have to throw it, the threat. Benny knows Iturbide better than anybody. He knows he likes to throw those 2-walls. They open up. I'm sorry, he did throw one a little earlier. But point being,
you're absolutely right. And as a player, that's what you want to master. You want to master your left side and your right side and have shots on both sides so they don't know what makes go Sherry. He can drop it inside with a drop shot as quickly as he can kill you on the 2-wall from the Costala. You don't know it's coming.
Don't have to throw a perfect one, but you just got to keep the defense guessing. And that's exactly what Iturbide's done.
Rebote 2-wall by Iturbide. This will score 5 points for Iturbide. Possible match point. So that ball, I mean, Benny threw the backhand. It didn't come straight. It came to the outside.
Well, look at where he is. I mean, the outside off his footing.
Look at this adjustment that
ever so
Iturbide
slightly,
makes.
He's got Benny trapped inside. Off his footing, he throws a 2-wall, and you see there's just no chance.
That is really well done.
Yeah.
Here's the backhand by Benny, wall to wall from the left side. Rebote forehand. Missed. Point set and a hard-fought match for Iturbide of the Chargers, taking it 6-2 in the third and final set.
Iturbide keeps the Chargers alive on the game day. That's their second win. We have one match left. Fronton will sub for Jairo. He'll take on Ubia in that third division singles match. Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one! Game day score reflecting that win by Iturbide, keeps his team in it with one match left. Devils lead the game day 3-2, but with a win here, the Chargers will end this game day in a 3-3 tie. Ubia against Fronton here. Fronton subbing for Jairo in this third division singles match. But first, let's hear from Iturbide, getting the win there against his former teammate Benny. What is it like going against someone who's had so much success on the Chargers alongside you over your career?
Iturbide, felicitaciones en ganar el match contra Benny, uno que fue tu compañero por muchos años en los Chargers. ¿Cómo se siente ir contra alguien que fue tu compañero por tanto tiempo y tuvieron tanto éxito juntos?
Sí, bueno, se siente raro porque, como has dicho, siempre jugamos juntos.
It feels weird because, like you said, we played together before.
Y es la primera vez que me enfrentaba contra él, así que
And it's the first time that I play against him.
contento por ganar y por sumar puntos con el equipo.
I'm just happy to win and get some more points for my team.
Awesome, Iturbide. Great stuff and a good win to keep your team in it. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go Chargers.
Rebote. Last match, Stu. That's what we meant to say.
Oh, rebote fits.
Yeah, he was throwing a rebote, but we're not calling it yet. It's Ubia against Fronton here, this singles match to close out the game day. So far this season, Jairo's only played one singles match in Division 3. He lost, so 0-1 in the third spot for the Devils. And for the Chargers, Ubia, he's only played 2 matches. He's 1-1. Fronton will have the serve here, ready for our 6th and final match of the game day. Reminder of the score. Devils lead the game day 3-2 right now. If Fronton wins, the Devils will pick up a full point for the game day win. If Ubia wins, it'll end in a tie. Half a point will go to each team in the standings. There's a serve by Fronton. We begin our final match with a backhand to the inside. Fronton plays it deep, out of reach of Ubia. There's the rebote to the inside. Tough scoop. Fronton's got it. Robote over the top again. Ronda steps around it. Quick bounce catch brought in on the right side. This is on the wall. Beautiful catch by Ubia. There's the backhand. Forehand Robote laid up. Ubia looking for it. Up at the 7 line. This one lower and harder. Ronda stops it. Robote over the top. That caught the corner. Ferronda waits for it at the 9 line. Turns it inside. Ubia backing up. Makes the catch. Forehand low and hard on the wall. Ferronda's got it. Ubia now from the 10 line. Turns it inside. Cut off again. Here's the backhand. Robote to the outside. Not enough. Ferronda's carom is low. Caught the pad, and the pad is bad. Ubia strikes first here in our final match.
Something occurred to me as I was watching these two play. They both started their careers here at Magic City as judges. And they practiced every day after they judged, after Battle Court. Sometimes they could be seen behind the post-game show practicing.
Fault over serve. First fault, second serve coming up. Ferronda's backhand stays inside, right back to Ubia. Robote, that's played right along the wall. Big bounce. Ubia controls it, sends it back in the corner. This one's coming way out. Robote played off his footing to the inside. Ubia picks it up on the bounce. Hard return, scooped up by Ferronda. Oh, the backhand kicks up and out of play. That's going to give Ubia 2 straight points.
Ubia doing an excellent job with court positioning, stopping the ball on the right side. Obviously, power on both sides. Ferronda hanging in there catch by catch, but neither player going for the kill shot yet.
Ferronda gets up to that serve, sends it deep. That's coming way out. Clears the overhead screen. Ubia off his footing, drops it inside. Ferronda looking to attack. Just passes, though. Ubia's got a chance. He stays with the Robote. That's right on the wall, picked up by Ferronda. It's a tough one. Ubia crashes into the wall, gets it off, but Ferronda steps in, cuts it off, drops it inside. Ubia's there. Ubia now goes deep. Right into the Chula, comes out enough for Ferronda to make the save. Ubia's got it up high on the right side, forehand over the top. While Ferronda crashes into the wall, makes a beautiful catch, and the return passes. Ubia now to the inside, another backhand. Dropping in the corner, tough one right on the wall. Ubia saves it again. Backhand to wall, lands in, and it scores. Just out of reach. That'll get Ferronda's first point.
All I can say is that, you know, Ferronda, obviously one of the senior members of the roster. And if I was in as good a shape as he was 11 years ago, I probably wouldn't feel the way that I do now. But he is just throw after throw, catch after catch, and his positioning is just impeccable.
It's an overserve, first fault, second serve coming up. Robote left side, that's a 2-wall opening away from Ubia. He gets out there, returns a carom. Oh, look at Ferronda, great D.
Oh,
big
wow,
bounce carom from the outside. That's gorgeous. What a return.
Wow.
To tie it up 2-2.
I don't often see Ferronda doing spectacular stuff, but that was pretty spectacular. Came up on the ball. Ubia, a fine carom, an excellent carom. Thrown powerfully. What a catch. Control and a carom to score. Well done.
Ubia stops the serve up at the 10 line. Back inside. Leaping grab made by Ferronda. Backhand clears. Here's the rebote. Forehand hooked above the pad. Picked up on the bounce. Ferronda to the inside. One-handed grab by Ubia. Here's the backhand. Rebote to the outside. Ubia picks it up. Have a drop shot. Ubia waves it off, but that's going to score. Looks like Ubia is a little bit hurt. Yeah, so again, Ubia feels some discomfort. He will come off the court here. We'll assess what's going on for a moment. I'm
not exactly sure. Yeah, frustrating, very frustrating. He has a bit of time to decide if he can continue or not. Obviously has some pain in that right side, and now I imagine the left foot.
Yeah. Ubia, I mean, he does not feel good. Players talking with him here, but it was on one of these throws, and I believe the replay team is all over it, and there it was. Yeah, he felt something right away. He's going to make his way off the court here, back into the cage. And there are options. I mean, obviously, you can always substitute somebody who's lower ranked, so they could bring Arta in. But if Arta, he's already dealing with injury too. If they assess that maybe he's not good enough to go, could potentially be a forfeit. So we will see here what exactly is going on. But again, just waiting here. He was certainly a lot of discomfort as he was coming. I mean, even during the point, he was making his way off the court. And Ubia looks like he's going to take his hand out of the basket, give himself a minute, but we will see here what they ultimately decide to do. Back here with Ubia, you can see now, swollen, and Ubia was certainly, he does not look all too good back there, and you can see the frustration too. That is a difficult injury, and biceps, anything, on the right side, arms, legs too, a lot of knee injuries here. We'll see what they ultimately decide.
It is official. Gallo is going to substitute.
Gallo going to substitute, all right?
Gallo is going to come in. The substitute just needed a second to put on white pants, which is required, which look better than shorts. And his cesta.
So he will get out there. So again, that is now official. So Ubia will come out of this match. We have already started, so we're midway through. So Gallo will slide in, and everything else will remain unchanged. So it is a 3-2 lead for Ubia. That drop shot did score. So
yes,
amongst all the chaos, that shot did score. There were 2 bounces. So he does have a 3-2 lead, but Gallo will step in here and pick up right where he left off.
And that bicep injury is that's always tricky.
Well, yeah, I was just saying, highlight, you got the knees,
they really sneak,
then biceps.
They really sneak up on you too. And so the game will continue here momentarily. We're just waiting for Gallo to come in as the official substitute. He'll pick up exactly where Ubia left off.
So Gallo, the number 5 ranked player for the Chargers. The This is a third division singles match. You already have Ferronda subbing for Hyro. So the Devils are already shorthanded, but now the Chargers are even shorter-handed now.
So look here, Gallo did get the white pants on. Now he gets the shirt on. See, that's
the full get up there.
Exactly.
Ready to go.
That's exactly what we need.
And questioned why not Arta. Arta was dealing with injury too. So, and we saw this last singles match was a little bit difficult for him on some of those rebotes. So, giving Gallo the opportunity here. With the game day on the line, too. Look at that score in the bottom left. The Devils lead 3-2. So Gallo is going to need to win the match here to give his Chargers a tie.
Once again, like any other sport, you never know when an injury is going to happen. You see a fantastic play in football. Next thing you see is another camera angle showing a player laying down on the ground.
Just unfortunate for Rubio, who's had a great season filling in the third division for the Chargers. It is Ubia. Again, the scoreboard will remain the same, so we'll say Ubia and Ferronda, but this is Gallo substituting. Gallo's got the serve, 3-2 lead. We continue play. Ferronda with the backhand to the inside, dropping low. That's missed. Ferronda ties it up, 3-3. Hard serve, in and out of the basket it goes. That's 4 points now for Ferronda. He's ahead.
Yeah, Gallo was having difficulties earlier, not physical, but he was having difficulties with his game earlier. And Ferronda is as warm as any player we have in the building right now, so.
Well placed serve again, crossing the wall. Gallo comes away with this one. Passing, Robote, high to the inside. It's got a big bounce. Good control by Gallo on the inside. Back to Ferronda. This one dropping a little lower. Gallo. A runner inside, picked up in the air by Ferronda. Good catch, hard backhand follows. Comes off the back wall. Gallo lays it up. Dropping, Ferronda picked it up before the second bounce. Good defense. It's a tough one. Gallo lays it up again. Ferronda attacking. He's up at the 5 line to the inside. That will score. 5 points and a possible set point for Ferronda. Gallo starts out over the top. Ferronda picks it up high on the right side. Low and hard. Gallo looking for the rebote. He makes a save. Ferronda's got it up on the right side at the 5 line. Low and hard on the return. What a scoop by Gallo. Ferronda again. There's a 2-wall. That's good. Point and set. Ferronda closes it out 6-3. 2 minutes. We'll come back in play. Set 2.
So Gallo coming in to substitute for a mid-game injury, which you never like to see. But we have seen a number of times here in Battle Court, players make a throw and then you see them reach for that bicep.
Yeah, I remember there was a season where Nicholas was dealing with a bicep injury seemingly the entire year. It was like every day is like, is this guy going to play? And then he went out there in those Division I matches and was throwing 150 balls a match. So, you know.
And the same thing with the series of calf injuries that we had with, what was it, the Fireball?
With the Cyclones last season. Yeah, with the Cyclones. Ron, Ferronda, and Amigarena, all three out. Yeah, so.
Again, the soft tissue injuries are just, the players are running around on concrete. And they're doing it, in Ferronda's case, as he mentioned, over the course of a 25-year career in Jai-Alai. Benny hasn't been playing that long, so he has many more years to run around on concrete. Once again, we're in the third and final match on the game day.
Yeah, and a pretty significant loss for the Chargers. I mean, you look at the game day score. I mean, Ubia was the higher ranked player of the two coming into this match against Fronton. The Devils already had to use a sub for Jairo. There was a pretty good opportunity for the Chargers to potentially tie the game day and get half a point in the standings. Now, you saw the way that first set ended with 4 straight points by Fronton. This would be quite the comeback here by Gallo. To even push us into a third set would be a pretty big accomplishment. But again, game day still hanging in the balance here, but Fronton doing a great job after Gallo stepped in. We got our second set ready to go here. Gallo will serve. Gallo subbing for Ubia here now after that injury. Gallo will serve to Fronton, starting with set 2. Powerful serve starts off our second set with an ace. That's going to get the Chargers the first point.
Tremendous serve. Tremendous serve there by Gallo.
Over serve. Second one coming up. Catch up high on the left side by Fronton. Back into the corner. Gallo looking for the rebote. Swing and a miss. We're tied up 1-1.
Yeah, Gallo definitely frustrated. Fronton definitely able to maintain his focus. We'll see if he's able to do it through the end.
Gallo high on the right side, brought in by Fronton. Oh, into the Chula, that scores. Fronton leads 2-1.
Yeah, no, there's nothing Gallo can do about that. That ball's not coming out.
Gallo gets in there on the right side. Karam. Oh, not enough. Fronton makes the stop. Whips it inside to score. 3 straight points. Fronton leading 3-1.
Fronton passing to the inside really well.
Oh, ball missed. That's 4 points now for Fronton.
Off the serve, that's a tough one.
Gallo on the right side now. High off the front wall, looking to pass. He does. Rebote on the hop, saved by Fronton. Catch on the inside. That's a long drop shot. Oh, that is just perfect. Second point for Gallo. He serves.
Gallo appeared frustrated before. He follows it up with a really powerful right side to pass, and then a drop shot. A well-executed drop shot. That ball takes its bounce. You wanted to take the second bounce before the 4 line, took it just after the 4 line. Well done.
Vault over serve. Second serve coming up. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7. Oh my, a double fault. That'll bring Fronton to 5 points. He's got a possible set, possible match point.
Again, he brought out the power before when he passed. Just brought it back to the serve, trying to serve Fronton deep, but...
We've seen that with Gallo in singles before. He had a double fault or 2 this year. Catch on the right side. Goes up the middle to pass. Rebote for Fronton. It's a 2-wall. Gallo's all over this one. Makes the stop. Returns a drop shot. That'll score. That extends the match here, 3 points for Gallo.
What an effort by Fronton to try to get that. He got a cesta on it. Typically, if you can touch it, you can catch it, but when you're running full speed towards the front wall, it's particularly difficult. Good effort by Fronton, but a very good drop shot again by Gallo.
Fronton keeps this one along the wall. Gallo let it pass. Robote to the outside. That lands outside of play. Point, set, and match for Fronton. Straight set, 6-3, 6-3. And with that, the Devils win the game day 4-2 over the Chargers. Stay tuned for the post-game show coming up in just a few moments.
What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a Karen Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
made. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-wall return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, a sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Hey everyone, welcome into the Battle Court post-game show. Game day win for the Devils. They're going to move up our standings today. One of those players over in the DraftKings Players Cage joining us, none other than CRB, earning Player of the Day honors for the Devils. Now, CRB, we'll talk about that team with you and Fronton first. You guys started off a little bit slow, but now you guys are starting to figure things out. A couple wins in a row. What are the expectations as we move through the end of this regular season for that particular team?
It's going to be playing hard, communicating well. Hopefully we can win out the rest of our matches. I know this is can be a tough group sometimes, so I just got to stay focused, and play point by point, day by day.
Yeah, and you've been a kind of a staple in Division 6 Frozen for the last couple of seasons. What does it mean that this Devils team has shown that commitment in you each year to bring you back?
It puts a lot of pressure on me to really shine and take over the games when it's my time. So I try to take it like put the team on my back at that time. And every time I'm out there on the court, I know what's expected of me.
Yeah.
Chad, question for you. You were giving Benny feedback in the cage between his sets. You tapped your head twice. I'm curious to know what that meant.
It's just on me. Stay focused. Just recollect myself because I know what I'm capable of, and when I'm missing easy balls and dropping it, I just self-talk, making sure that I'm focused, go on to the next point, forget about it, just remember what you can do, and that's it.
Got it. Your player of the day. Congratulations.
Absolutely,
Thank you.
Chad. Team moving your way up the standings. Another great performance. Thank you.
Thank you. Go Devils.
And we'll continue on now with the post-game show with some of those replays and recap the action we saw behind us between the Devils and Chargers today. It was the first time that these two teams have played against each other in the regular season. Starting back with those early doubles games, that was Fronton and CRB in our first match of the day against, that was Williams and Arta.
That's right. Williams substituting for El Barba today. And just out of curiosity, when I asked Chad that question, I was speaking English, right?
You were speaking English, right?
I
knew
think
what
so.
you, yeah, I got you.
You got me, right?
Yeah.
As long as Andrew understands me, that's, I think, the most important thing.
It's all right, folks. Seemingly having some technical difficulties there, so it looks like we're still with you guys. Do we have some of the replays to show, or we just keep talking, folks? I think we're having a good time, Stu.
We're at Jai-Alai, of course we're having a good time. By definition. There are far worse ways to make a living.
Yeah.
Let's start with number 10.
Go down the line. But it was kind of a wonky day at the front. A couple of injuries coming in.
Yes.
We had El Barba and Jairo both out, and Jairo maybe long-term out for the Devils for the next couple of game days,
yes.
Unfortunately. El Barba hoped to get him back here soon, but Williams stepped in, and then enough for the Chargers. Then Ubia goes out in that singles match, and that was just tough to come back from. As I think we're joining you back on camera. If we have those replays, let's get them started. Recap the action between the Chargers and Devils today. And 3 doubles matches to start it off, and then 3 singles matches to follow. This one here, that was top division doubles up next.
Rebote here by Nicholas, who was spot on in terms of court positioning and power. And Ubia, I mean, he puts so much behind, his game is power.
Yeah,
and
of course.
His game has become positioning and power. So every time you throw that right side, you're putting strain basically on every ligament, tendon, and muscle in multiple parts of the body, and that's just his game. The hard throwers, unfortunately, often get hurt that way. Williams stepped in as a substitute again for El Barba really well. Gallo having a little more difficulty than we'd seen in days past.
Sure.
Catching, specifically.
But CRB was not. How about the carom there? Forehand kill shot opening up nicely.
He broke out the carom beautifully.
And then maybe the surprise of the day here, Nicholas winless so far, Zuleika undefeated. And once you guessed it, Nicholas comes out with a straight set win.
Zuleika started having difficulty. I mean, that is just a gorgeous scoop and a beautiful 2-all. Nicholas, again, court positioning was spot on throughout the day. Zuleika having some difficult time with trying to pass and hitting the overhead screen. So Benny Iturbide, this was a fun one. Benny had at least 3 just impeccable shots that were just beautifully executed.
Beautiful scoop there on the inside. That got him started.
This is the one where everybody on the court, literally everybody, judges, everybody was like, was that happened so fast? Was that in? Yeah,
I think it was good. And then hard to the inside here. Iturbide, long run for Benny, dropping low. He digs it out. Oh, look at this. Just too long of a run.
Makes the catch. He takes a peek. He throws a drop shot that looked like it was going to take a much higher second bounce, and it didn't.
Again, inside again. Look at that beautiful catch up the wall. Benny comes down with it, but then puts it up the middle. Iturbide, a little too much space, and he's got the 2-all there. Opens up, and he kind of turned his back to him there, and then he's ducking there up in front of him, picks it right off the wall. A lot of defense, but then as the match progressed, a little too much offense from Iturbide here. I mean, Benny reads it beautifully, makes a stop, but then to the inside there. What a beautiful scoop.
Tough play.
Iturbide got it, and I believe would go on. Look at this. High scoop on the left side, and then the inside placement. Goes on to win the point.
As many two walls as Iturbide throws, you have to respect it. Benny was. Backhand 2-all by Ferranda. I don't know that I've seen him throw many of those.
Not a lot of them. Got it just out of reach of Ubia right there, who started the match.
Ubia giving him credit for throwing a good backhand 2-all.
Yeah.
Style 2-all off the rebote. Ubia gets out there, throws a carom. Great catch by Ferranda, who returns a high bounce carom.
No.
2 score. Just well done.
Frustrating there, and then Ubia on that rebote. You see him immediately reach for the bicep. He gave it a go. Actually won that point, but after that he said, "There's no way I can continue." And then Gallo's going to say, "I mean, look at this. Every throw he's going."
Even with literally, I've seen it in highlight. Literally with a torn bicep, you can sneak a backhand off.
Okay,
it's a whole different set of physiology, but. To continue to try to throw right sides, and in singles trying to serve.
10 count, 3, 4, just 4. Frustrating for sure.
I just need to figure out if I have to charge per kick or if I can group all the kicks together in one
That cage had a little give too, man. That was
Did you see how hard he was kicking?
Those were some serious kicks.
You have some give too.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Hard to the inside there. Then Gallo stepped in for Ubia as the next highest available sub because Art is dealing with injury. Rebote to the outside there, out of play. So after all that, Ferranda gets the win, and the Devils win the game day 4-2 over the Chargers. And the Devils continuing their push up the standings. Let's take a look at those. Winter 25 season at the moment right now. Devils making their way up. There they are, tied for first place with the Fireballs. But have to keep in mind game days played. And you see there, one extra match day for the Devils compared to the Fireballs. So next time out, the Fireballs will have a chance to jump back ahead. And then the Chargers and Renegades round out the top 4 teams in the playoffs at the moment. The Warriors will have a chance tomorrow against the Renegades to move up those standings. We begin with some doubles. 4th division, Stan and Ben against Alex and Bradley. Then singles, that'll be Gaucheri against Douglas. Always a classic when those two meet. Then 6th division, Stan and Forrest against Correa and Bradley. Then Goanaga will take on Manny. Manny in his first singles match of the season. Excited to see that. Then Gaucheri and Ben will take on Douglas and Julian. And Goanaga and Urbieta against Alex and Manny to close it out. That'll be the Renegades and Warriors tomorrow at 5 p.m. Until then, have a great night, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
See you tomorrow at 5.
Do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court Highlight you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys.